ดงว่าชาวบ้านก็มีเงินเหลือเฟือเหรอฮะเดี๋ยวฉลองกันออกกันทีแล้วก่อนก็ฉลองกันออกพรรษาคนไทยนะมีแต่ฉลองกันเดี๋ยวมันไม่ฉลองครับจะรู้นะมีแต่ฉลองของโลกจะอยู่กี่วันจะกลับวันไหนไม่มีแต่2 คนนะพอดีพูดภาษาไทยได้แล้วนะคนไทยจะกลับวันไหน
วันที่29เจ้าค่ะ
วันที่29ก็เป็นวันพฤหัสนะใช่ไหมเป็นวันพุธเหรอ
จำวันไม่ได้
จำไม่ได้แล้วทำไมไม่อยู่ต่อไปฮะ
ถ้าอยู่ก็อยู่ต่อได้อีก3 วันเจ้าค่ะเขามีครอบครัวแล้วบอกทางบ้านไว้ว่ามา7 ถึง 10 วันเจ้าค่ะ
10 วันอยู่ได้เหรอแต่คนนี้อยู่ไม่ได้เหรอ
ข้าน้อยพูดแทนเขาเจ้าค่ะเขาอยู่ได้ถึง10 วันข้าน้อยก็บอกทางบ้านไว้เหมือนกันข้าน้อยมีแม่เจ้าค่ะ
มีแม่ก็ทุกคนก็มีแม่
หมายความว่าไม่ขับของแม่ไว้แล้วเจ้าค่ะ
มันก็ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวเขาออกมาที่นี่เพื่อภาวนานะเมื่อมาอยู่นานก็ที่สำคัญที่สุดนะรักษาศีล 8นะที่นี้และหลังจากนี้ก็ฝึกสมาธิอยู่กับลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกอยู่กับพุทโธพุทโธอยู่กับลมหายใจเข้าโธลมหายใจออกเมื่อความคิดขึ้นมาก็สลับกับพุทโธสลับกับลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกนี่ความพยายามนะต้องฝึกเนี่ยเพราะว่าของเรายังไม่รู้จักนะความสงบนะความสงบของใจความสงบที่ไม่มีความคิดขึ้นมาที่ไม่มีความจำขึ้นมาเมื่อไม่มีอันนี้นะก็มันอดีตก็ไม่มีอนาคตก็ไม่มีความหวงก็ไม่มีความกลัวก็ไม่มีนี่มันสบายไปหมดนี่ต้องทำให้ได้นะเนี่ยเป็นยังไงความสงบบ้างไหมทั้งสองแล้วสงบดีพุทธยินหลวงพ่อได้ยินนะดีแบบไหนได้สงบจึงไม่มีความคิดเลยความจำขึ้นมาแล้ว
มีความสงบอยู่เจ้าค่ะ
แต่แบบไหนสงบแบบไหน
ไม่มีความคิดอะไรในทางอยู่กับพุทโธค่ะ
อยู่กับพุทโธตลอด
ใช่ค่ะ
โอเคแล้วสบายใจไหมรู้สึกอะไรไม่รู้ละ
ไม่ค่ะมันรู้สึกดีอะค่ะ
รู้สึกดี
ค่ะ
อะไรคนนี้
ป้าน้อยก็อยู่กับพุทโธได้บ้าง
ในส่วนมากก็ไม่
ส่วนมากก็ไปแล้วก็กลับมาใหม่เจ้าค่ะ
เนี่ยเดี๋ยวนี้ก็เมื่ออยู่กับพุทโธได้นะต้องฝึกความรู้นะรู้พุทโธช้าพุทโธเร็วพุทโธละเอียดหรือไม่ละเอียดนะต้องรู้เนี่ยเรื่องนี้ก็สำคัญสตินะมันฝึกสตินะสติก็รู้นะแต่ไม่ได้คิดนะสติก็รู้ก่อนความคิดขึ้นมานี่มีส่วนมากก็มีความโกรธความโลภความหลงนี่เข้าใจนะความโกรธความโลภนะเกี่ยวกับร่างกายเนี่ยหรือเกี่ยวกับได้ยินนะหรือเสียงหรืออะไรนะแต่ความหลงนะมันเกี่ยวกับความคิดและความจำเมื่อวิญญาณเข้ามานะมันเสียงนะตัวอย่างมันเอาเสียงนี่นะวิญญาณก็ได้ยินเสียง และความคิดก็แล้วก็ความจำบอกว่านี่เป็นเสียงดนตรีหรือเป็นเสียงผู้หญิงหรือจะเป็นเสียงผู้ชายหรือเป็นอะไรนะหลังจากนี้ก็ความโลภความโลภและความโกรธขึ้นมาไม่ชอบหรือชอบเข้าใจไหมเวลาจัดนะเวลาจัดจะได้ยินเสียงอันเดียวแต่ไม่มีความคิดไม่ได้บอกว่าดนตรีหรือผู้หญิงหรือผู้ชายหรืออะไรนะมันอยู่ได้สบายเฉยเข้าใจไหมเข้าใจเนี่ยต้องฝึกนี่ปกติก็ในพุทธการก็พูดว่าอวิชชปัจจยสังขารสังขารปัจจยวิญญาณวิญญาณปัจจยนามรูปะนามรูปะปัจจยก็ทัณหาอยากได้หรือไม่อยากได้เมื่อตัดกับวิญญาณก็ไม่มีปัญหาอะไรอยู่ที่บ้านฟังเสียง ฟังเสียงสามีอยู่เฉยแต่บางทีก็ไม่อยู่เฉยนะมันโมโหขึ้นมาไม่ชอบฟังเสียงแม่นะแม่อยากได้นี่แม่อยากได้โน่นแต่ของเราเนี่ยไม่อยากฟังนะใช่ไหมนี่เมื่อจัดเนี่ยมันอยู่กับวิญญาณอยู่กับสตินะเมื่ออยู่กับสติก็สบายเมื่อนามารูปะเมื่อความจำและความคิดนะบอกว่านี่เป็นอันนี้นี่เป็นอันโน้นนะนี่มันความหลงนะของเราหลงในความมืดนะนี่ก็ต้องเข้าใจอันนี้เข้าใจนิดนึงเข้าใจแล้วค่ะโอเคทำให้ใจสงบนะเมื่ออยู่ที่นี่ไม่นานสำคัญที่สุดทำให้ใจสงบนะเมื่อมีเวลาเมื่อเบื่อนั่งพุทโธคิดเรื่องความเกิดความป่วยลงความแก่ลงและตายคิดเรื่องนี้อันเดียวนะเวลาเกิดมาแล้วมันฝึกร่างกายนี้กี่ปีฝึกเดินฝึกพูดฝึกเขียนฝึกอ่านฝึกคิด18 ปีทำได้ไหมชาติหน้าจะมีอีกนะนี่เมื่อพิจารณานี่นะทำให้เราเบื่อชีวิตนะและมีกำลังเพื่อหาทางออกโอเคเข้าใจเดี๋ยวนี้แค่นี้ก็สำหรับคนไทยก็พอแล้วกับกุฏิกับทั้งสังคมก็ได้นะนอกจากมีคำถามไม่มีกับขอโอกาสเจ้าค่ะคือบางครั้งอยู่กับพุทโธแล้วก็คิดไปบางครั้งเสียงสวดมนต์มันขึ้นมาในใจนะเจ้าค่ะขึ้นอะไรคิดเสียงสวดมนต์มันจำขึ้นมาได้เองใช่แล้วเราพอเสียงสวดมนต์ขึ้นมาเนี่ยเราควรจะอยู่ที่ไหนคะสติดูที่ความเสียงก็ได้แล้วก็ดูที่พุทโธไม่ใช่พุทโธไม่ได้นะดูที่ลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกก็ได้ใช่ความเสียงมาเองนะแล้วฟังได้อยู่นะเหมือนของเราฟังเทศน์หลวงตามานะฟังเทศน์หลวงตาในใจได้ยินแต่เสียงเนี่ยฟังในใจอันเดียวนะอยู่กับใจก็เมื่อสวดมนต์ก็อยู่กับใจก็ได้อยู่กับเสียงก็ได้อยู่กับลมหายใจก็ได้บางที่เนี่ยก็สมัยก่อนก็หลวงพ่อก็ฝึกเหมือนกันนะสวดมนต์นะเวลาสวดมนต์นั้นมันเสียงมันจะออกเองนะและความคิดก็มาด้วยนะคิดเรื่องนี้นะแล้วสุดท้ายก็ลืมเราอยู่ไหน มันต้องอยู่กับเสียงเลยอยู่กับลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกนะโอเค So what I was talking about this morning, yeah? I mean, when we come here to the to the monastery, we come here to practice, to find a way out of dukkha. Yeah? That's our main purpose, in the monastery. I try my best, I mean, to set up the monastery that we have the most little time that we spend on other duties, yeah, but we have to do the duties, yeah. We have to keep the wat, yeah, clean, yeah. So we have to clean the bathrooms, we have to clean the sala, and we have to clean our kuti every day, yeah. We have to eat and we have to wash the dishes, and we have to keep the dishes, yeah. I mean, this is something that we cannot avoid, yeah. So, I mean, while we're doing this, we have sati, yeah. Lungta Mahabosat, open your eyes, open your ears, and stay, and do things fast, yeah. Yeah, because if you start to do things slowly, the thoughts are coming in, it creeps in, and then we think about it, we work, and with our thinking, likes and dislikes come, and so on and so on. Yeah. So we do things fast, we do things quietly, and we listen to our heart, or we stay with our Buddha. These things cannot be avoided. Yeah. I mean, for the Mechis and for the Mechis, have these 8 rules, but also the lay people have these 8 rules. For the Mechis and for the monks, I mean, there are certain things that we cannot do, yeah, and we need the lay people, to ask them, to do certain things for us, that we are not allowed to do. Yeah? For instance, water that, is still water, that is more than 3 days old, I mean, we are not allowed to throw it away, but we are allowed, to ask lay people to throw it away for us, or to cut branches of a tree, or to cut a tree, or to dig in the earth, or to remove this or remove that. We are not allowed to dig in the earth, so I mean, that is, so the lay people, who come here, or the lay people from the village are willing, normally from the village are willing to help us in any way where we need assistance, yeah? And I expect, that the lay people who come here, assist us in the same way, yeah? If you don't want to, then please find another monastery, I mean, yeah? I want to make that clear, You're not monks, and you're not Mechis, so I mean...
Sorry.
Yeah?
I don't understand.
What?
Why do you need to expect? I mean, isn't that...
Yes, I know it is. I mean, I normally don't say this. I mean, when you listen to my talks, I normally don't say this, yeah? But in some occasions I need to say, yeah? Because there are some people, and it is not the first time, yeah? There are some people who think, they are better than monks or have to follow the same rules as monks, but they are not monks, yeah? Okay? That is the only reason, yeah? Most of the time I don't need to say it because, I mean, the lay people here help, I mean, help with the whole heart, yeah? Wholeheartedly, yeah? And they do a lot of pun. They do a lot of merit in this way, yeah? Don't forget it, I mean, if you help the monks, help the monks in any ways that they can't help themselves, I mean, it is a lot of merit that you do, yeah? Don't forget that, yeah? So let's go back to the practice, yeah? I mean, we come here to practice, to overcome dukkha, yeah? And the first noble truth is there is dukkha, yeah? We know it, yeah? We know the physical dukkha and we know the mental dukkha. We don't like this or we don't like that, we want to be this or we want to be that and don't become it. So, I mean, that is the mental dukkha. The physical dukkha is hunger, is sleepiness, is when we need to go to the toilet, that is all dukkha, yeah? When we get up in the morning and we don't want to get up, that is already dukkha. Our whole day, every day, starts with dukkha. But that is physical dukkha. Yeah? The physical dukkha, even when we are arahant, we cannot overcome. Yeah? But our desires, we can overcome. The tanha that leads to dukkha, that we can overcome. Yeah? And the fourth noble truth, the path that leads to the end of dukkha is that what we are practicing here. Yeah? Sila. Yeah? So, for the people who are here, the lay people who are here, there are 8 precepts. Yeah? For the Mechis also there are 8 precepts. For novices the 10 precepts, and for monks the 227 precepts. Yeah? That's what we keep, yeah? And then we don't, yeah? we don't bother about this anymore, yeah, and then Phuk Samadhi. Samadhi is the ability to concentrate on one point. So we can take either the Buddha or we can take the breath, yeah. I mean, observing the breath around the tip of the nose, yeah, where the breath comes in, where the breath goes out, knowing that the breath comes in, knowing that the breath goes out, knowing that the breath is long and short, and whatever, yeah. Or the same thing, I mean, this is one point, yeah. When we observe when we do anapanasati, yeah, sati, yeah, means, awareness of the breath coming in and coming out, yeah. Knowing that the breath comes in and coming out, yeah. Sati. And the other thing is, if we can do, if you think a lot, we use the Buddha, yeah, the mental repetition of the word Buddha, yeah? And then we do the same thing, develop the knowingness of the Buddha, is the Buddha at the beginning, is it the middle, is it at the end, is it fast, is it slow, is it detailed, or whatever, yeah, any aspect of the Buddha, yeah. So we completely absorb ourselves in the Buddha, or we completely absorb ourselves in the in the breath until there are no more thoughts and memories coming up. Whenever there are thought or memory coming up, we recognize it and we go back to the breath or we go back to the Buddha. Yeah? I mean, if it is too difficult to stay on one object, then we can use the Buddha with breathing in and the Buddha with breathing out. Yeah? So we have two objects. Yeah? That helps some people in the beginning of their practice. Yeah? Once our concentration starts to get better, I mean, we just stay on the object that is most familiar to us. Until we reach a state of upachara samadhi, or samadhi where there are no more thoughts and no more memories coming up, yeah? And then we feel safe. That is our safe haven or a safe house, yeah, wherever we can retract, yeah, where nothing bothers us. Yeah? The things that are bothering us, is our thoughts, and mostly our thoughts and our memories, our ideas, whatever we have, yeah, or the physical body, yeah. Our pain, pain in meditation, or boredom, or whatever it is. That's what bothering us most. In Upachara Samadhi there's nothing. But in Upachara Samadhi we still keep on with the Buddha, or we still keep on with the breath, yeah, until the breath stops. It stops, it doesn't disappear. Remember this very well. The breath does not disappear. The only thing that disappears is our interest in the breath. Yeah? Take that to heart. Yeah? When you think that the breath disappears, yeah, then it is the interest in the breath that disappears. The knowingness of the breath, the longer we concentrate on the breath or on the Buddha, becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah? We cannot feel the breath anymore because the breath is very detailed, but our knowingness of the breath becomes so strong that, yeah, that we don't know, yeah, at that big time, we don't know anything else. Yeah. Until the breath stops, then we know that the breath stops, and then we jump into this knowingness, and then we enter Appana Samadhi. Yeah? Appana Samadhi is one-pointedness. Yeah? When 2 points, the subject and the object becomes one. The subject, is we who observe the breath and the breath. Yeah? If these both things become one, then it is one-pointedness. And in one-pointedness, all of this universe does not exist. That is the preview of Nibbana, or it's the first wonder of meditation. If you can do it, it's fine. If you cannot do it, Upachara Samadhi is fine. Yeah? I mean, if you get enough rest, then we go on to investigate. And what do we investigate? We investigate the body. Yeah? We are born, we die, we get older. Yeah? we get sick, and then we die. Yeah? And then we are born again, and we get, we get sick, we get older, and we die. Yeah? Or we appear, yeah, when we go to hell, we appear and then disappear. Yeah? Or when we go to heaven, we appear and disappear. Or when we go to the ghost states, we appear and disappear. Yeah? So, if you want to find out the way out of samsara, then we have to investigate our attachment to this body. No matter if it is, in the animal realm, in the human realm, it's a coarse physical body, in the Deva realm or in the Dhamma realm, it's a fine body, yeah, a fine material body, yeah, and in the human realm, it's a coarse material body. Yeah? So we are attached to the body, we are attached to the senses, yeah, and that's why we stuck to the samsara. Yeah? So we have to investigate it, and the first and most thing is investigation of the body. We do that until we understand. Yeah? We take off the body, we put it apart, we put it in front of us, until there's nothing left. There's nothing sitting on the seat except our knowingness that knows that these parts of the body that are out there. Yeah? And then it looks at the part, then it asks itself, what part of the body is the body? Yeah? There is no body. Because you put all the parts of the body out there, and they are just parts of the body. Just like the Lord Buddha said, if you take the wagon apart, if you put it into nuts, bolts, planks, and so on, and wheel, there is no car. Yeah? They are just parts of the car. And so you do it the same thing with the body until you understand. Yeah? The nature of the body. Yeah? And also, yeah, at the same time, distance yourself from the body. You get an insight, that the body, yeah, is not you. Because that what sits there and sees the parts of the body or sees the whole body, yeah, or only one part of the body, no matter what it is, yeah, it is not a part of the body. Yeah. What sits here, and sees the parts of the body is the chitta. Yeah. And then yeah, and if you do that often enough, and you won't understand, not understand with your brain, but you understand that the heart understands that the body and the chitta are two different things. And that is the separation, yeah, that you need. Yeah. That is one of the fetters that you need for entering Sotapanna. It is important. Yeah. Remember this. Yeah? So when the mind gets calm and when you easily get into Upachara Samadhi, in this access Samadhi where you can rest, then you can do the work, yeah, of investigation. Because the work of investigation, you have to focus on one thing. Just like when we focus on the Buddha, we focus on either the part of the body or the whole body or all of the parts of the body. Yeah? We have to focus on it, and our mind cannot get distracted. Yeah? So if you don't have Samadhi, our investigation will not take fruit. Yeah? This is something that we have to remember. There's another thing, what I was talking last time, in the sub session, about the three armies that we fight, yeah? Greed, hatred, and delusion. Yeah? Don't underestimate delusion. Yeah? When you think about it, yeah. If somebody corrects me if I got it wrong. Avijja pataya sankhara. Avijja is the condition for all the phenomena to arise. The phenomena, sankhara, are the conditions for consciousness to arise. Yeah? And consciousness is the condition for nama rupa, isn't it? And with nama rupa starts all the problems. Yeah? Because then tanha comes. Yeah? Then our desire comes. Yeah? So if you keep at the level of consciousness, yeah, and that is what is actually, more or less sati. Yeah? If you just know things, if you don't put a label on it, if you say, before we heard that sound, if you say there's sound, okay, that's fine. But the moment you classify, this is music, this is rock music, or pop music, or whatever the music is, or this is voice, or this is female voice or voice, yeah, then you are in trouble. Because then likes and dislikes instantly come up. With each association, with each memory, that slaps, a label onto these things, yeah, nama rupa is nothing else, slapping a label on our consciousness, what we are conscious of, then we are in trouble. Because then instantly, from our past, from our past experience, from our past karma, instantly likes and dislikes, appear. Yeah. Sometimes, it can be neutral, but most of the times it's like and dislike, and then we have trouble. We don't like this music. Why does this music have to play? I want to concentrate. Yeah. Yeah. But if you just listen to sound, then it's just sound, and there's no music, there's no voice, there's nothing. Yeah, there's just the breath of us. Yeah? So remember this. Yeah? Avijja, yeah? And the only time, we can experience, when the avijja disappears is in appana samadhi. Yeah? Because the whole, avijja padaya sankhara, avijja is a condition for all the phenomena, that means for the whole universe to appear. Yeah? But if you go into appana samadhi, there is no universe. Yeah? So, at that moment, and that's why Lunta Mahabodha called it preview of Nibbana, at that moment, avijja is cut off. Yeah? So when we come back, of course, there is avijja and all the phenomena and all. So, yeah. Just for a short explanation, take it to heart, and remember it, yeah. Remember it well, and that is, for the moment, it is enough to say, I think there are some questions, yeah. Also, Armin had some question, that, yeah. You can ask now.
It's related to another question about why the Buddhist society.
Why the Buddhist what?
Buddhist society. I
Yeah.
mean the common Buddhists.
Yeah.
Think that everything is related to karma. And despite that, the Buddha said that it is not. That it's not the case. You asked me if I can get the sutra question.
Yeah.
So there are many sutras, but I could get the sutra I was talking about. I need to get the book. Samyutta Nikaya from the storeroom and coming back to give it to you so you can read the sutra if you want.
Yeah, I think that Mechi Sunanda, showed me. I didn't have yet time to read it. Yeah, I read it. But I never said that everything is related to karma. Yeah, what my understanding is when I read the Majjhima Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya. Yeah, that where the Lord Buddha said, most of us is related to karma. There is chance. Yeah. But when you look, and I said it all the time, when you look at at the things that are happening to you, yeah, you will know if you have a clear mind, yeah, not a deluded mind. If you have a clear mind, yeah, and you have a clear mind only, yeah, in the state of upachara samadhi, yeah, because there is no thoughts and there are no memories popping up. So you can see clearly in that state of mind. That's why we use this clear state of mind then to investigate. Because without a clear state, with all our ideas about this is the body, this is how this works, how this works, we don't get an understanding. We don't develop wisdom. Yeah? So we need a clear state of mind, and this clear state of mind we can only achieve in upachara samadhi. Yeah? That's why we use upachara samadhi then to investigate, whatever it is necessary. Now, when you look at the things that are happening to you, and you have a clear state of mind and investigate, then you will find most of it. Yeah? I don't say all of it. Most of it is related to your own karma, to your way of thinking, to your ideas, to your viewpoint. Yeah? That you had in the past and that you still can find within yourself. That's all. That is my experience, yeah, and that's what I teach. Yeah, I don't teach from the suttas. I teach from my own experience also. Yeah, and I realized, that over the time, that my experience that I had, relates to the Buddha's teaching. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, that's why I trust him. Yeah, I didn't find any experience I had, in contradiction with the Lord Buddha. But I read, once you give me MN, and then the sutta number.
It's not it's from the Samyutta Nikaya. I have it.
What?
Samyutta Nikaya. The small.
The small. Yeah.
I have it.
I need to have the. Yeah, I need to have the content.
I can just bring the book.
Yeah, not now, but afterwards.
It's really. It's
yeah, after. There are other people, who have questions about practice. Yeah. So, yeah. After the talk, you come and then you show me. Yeah. So, are there questions, from the Mitchis or from the ladies? You have any questions? Michi Sunanda? No. Okay, so then read the questions that were. You have a question?
To me,
Yeah.
Lord Buddha is very clear.
Yeah.
When he spoke to Ananda,
Yeah.
Ananda asked, "What is karma?"
Yeah.
He says, "Ananda, karma is deed, karma is action,
Yeah.
karma is choice."
Yeah.
Because Ananda says, why are some people fortunate? Why are some people unfortunate?
Yeah.
Why are some people ugly? Why are beautiful?
Yeah. That's a sutta I know from the
He
Martin.
says, Ananda, it's volition, it's action, it's deed, it's a choice that we make. It's called karma.
Yeah.
If there is a chance that something happens, yes, but you still have to deal with this, so you still have to contemplate, make a plan or whatever, and then you have to take an action.
Yeah.
So you create karma.
Yeah.
It's always down to the individual.
Yeah. The only way who doesn't make karma is the other, because he has no volition. Yeah.
If I break my leg, okay, I still have to make a decision, what am I going to do? And then I have to do it. It's a choice. And then it's karma.
Yeah.
If I make the wrong
It can be good karma, it can be neutral, but there is also neutral karma.
But Buddha, it's all down to you, Ananda, to us.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I understand it very similar to you, so I mean, there's no problem. So, I mean, read the question.
Another one, I have the Zoom questions? Or?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, if some of the monks have questions, they can also ask, yeah.
Future war and disaster. I'm a Western lay person in my 20s and I live in New York City area currently. Given the coming war and events, do you think I should get out of the United States for the time being?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, clear, yeah. You should get out of Europe, yeah. You should get out of the US, and you probably get out of China as well, yeah, and Russia. Yeah. There might be parts, if you go to Alaska, something might not happen, yeah. I mean, there might be parts in every country, where there's a safe place, but I don't know, sorry. The best thing is to get out, to get a country, to go to a country that is very unlikely to participate in the next World War. And the most, the dominant factors is Europe, is Russia, is China, and is US. Yeah. If other people join, like Turkey, I don't know. So, I don't know. Okay, next question.
Apart from walking meditation, are forest monks allowed to exercise?
Not really. I mean, we can stretch ourselves, we can have a massage, that's it, yeah. But we are not exercising in the way lay people exercise, with stemming weight and or running on a treadmill and things like that. We are not supposed to do that. Why do you smile?
Can you
Yeah, I know, of course, yeah. We are not even allowed to, as monks, we are not even allowed to swim.
Really?
Yeah.
For fun.
Because swim is fun. I mean, one time, the Lord Buddha, was it King Bimbisara or some king, and then, they looked out of the window and they saw some of the monks, playing in the water, playing in the water pool, or in whatever it was in the lake, and then playing and swimming and so on. And then he said, no, that's not good. And next.
I read Schopenhauer's work and my brain is convinced that the world is like a toilet full of feces, but the heart full of craving and aversion still hankers after the world for various objects. What should be the next step to develop this passion for the worldly life?
And this passion, investigate the body. That's where you get this passion. Open up this shithole, remove the skin and then remove the parts and then you will see. Yeah? I mean, that thing that you love so much, that you care so much, that you spend your whole life, the whole life as a human being to keep alive, it is not worth it. End of answer.
while meditating on the breath, okay, Tanajan answered this already.
The breath disappears? No, that is not.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes when my mind becomes concentrated, I feel joy radiating from my heart area. Should I ignore this? Thank you.
No, you cannot ignore it, yeah, but you should stay on the Buddha or on the breath, yeah, because then the joy becomes even more stronger, yeah. If you go to the joy, it will disappear very quickly, yeah. So if you don't ignore it, yeah, that is very difficult. How can you not feel the rapture? You feel the rapture, but you still stay with the Buddha or you still stay with the breath, yeah, because that is the condition for the rapture to arrive. Okay?
Und die letzte ist in Deutsch.
Ja.
War Meister Eckhart ein erleuchteter christlicher Meister? Sind seine Lehren vergleichbar mit den Erkenntnissen von Meistern anderer Traditionen?
Ja, sicherlich von den Forestmeistern hier in Thailand. Also wenn du Meister Eckhart liest, ne, also seine Lehren liest und verstehst, ne, dann sind die fast, ne, er benutzt andere Ausdrücke. Ne. Wenn du nicht den Buddhismus verstehst, ne, dann wirst du, oder das Christentum verstehst, ne, dann wirst du den christlichen Ausdruck nicht mit einem buddhistischen Ausdruck gleichsetzen können. Aber nach meiner Meinung ist es so ziemlich dasselbe, was die ganzen Forest Kuba Ajahns hier in Thailand gepredigt haben. Kein Unterschied. Bis hin zum Letzten, bis hin zum Nirvana. Okay? So, I mean, then that is enough. If you don't have any questions, then we close the session and then you can come. Yeah?
I have a question.
Yeah?
The Buddha said that there is a being that found himself alone, so he thought he is the God.
There is a being that found himself alone.
An entity that found
okay.
himself alone.
To be a God.
So he thought he is the God of everything. The same thing Jesus said in his Gnostic teaching about a God, an entity called Demiurge or Demiurge. If you know about it, it's.
I have no idea.
No. Okay. I just wanted to know if it's the same entity they both talk about.
I don't know what the
can you please talk to us about the entity that the Buddha described, saying that it found itself alone and it thought it is the God?
I mean, I don't know really what he refers to. I mean, there's a God of creation, I mean, he's pretty much alone. He doesn't have any people around him, so he might have,
Maybe, I think he refers to Brahma, who was the first one to appear, and he was like, oh, I'm so lonely, I wish there were other beings here. And then other beings appeared, but it had nothing to do with his wish that other beings would appear, but he thought he created them, and that's why he thought he has made this world, and he's like...
Okay. Yeah, but that is Hinduism, yeah. That is,
I know about
in the Pali Canon.
Huh? It's also in the Pali Canon,
exactly. I want to know what the Buddha say about this entity.
I have no idea, I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, didn't he go up to the Brahma realm, and shook the palace of those Brahma?
Exactly.
Yeah. And it, if I remember correctly, he shook it. He was in front of all his ordinance, I mean, all these other gods, were sitting, below him, and this, all these people, And then the Lord Buddha, and together with, I think, Moggallana, he was also very skilled, And he came up to his palace, and they started to shake his palace, Then the palace, became, very wobbly, And then Brahma said, please don't do it in front of my people. Let's go to another room, and then the Lord Buddha taught him that he's also, he's also anicca, as a God, you are anicca. Yeah. That's what I remember, but it's not so important, We have here, pretty tough problems, and we don't need to think about gods unless we have been Brahma in our previous life.
I asked this question because it can break the bridge between many Christians and Buddhists, because in the Christian Gnosticism,
Yeah. Yeah.
or the Gnosticism,
Yeah.
it teaches that about
Brahma is creating the world, yeah.
Demiurge, they say its name is Demiurge or Demiurge.
Yeah.
It's close to the description that the Buddha said.
Yeah.
But people don't know about it.
Yeah, I mean, let the people believe whatever they believe, you know. As long as a rich religion, no matter if it's Christianity or if it is Muslim, I mean, as long as they teach us to be good people, not to harm people, you know, not to steal, yeah, not to lie, you know, and not to take intoxicants, you know, I mean, and not to indulge in sexual misconduct, you know. I mean, this religion is good, yeah. But the people who are, you know, who are following this religion are mostly not good because they don't keep the precepts, yeah. I mean, in the Christianity, you have these 10 commandments, you know. They left out one of the important things, drugs and alcohol, yeah. But anyway, so I mean, as long, no matter, if it is Hindi, you know, if it is Taoism or whatever, you know, I don't know many things about the Chinese religions, yeah. But, you know, as long as the religion teaches us to be human beings, you know, to respect other beings, you know, and to be good to other beings, and not to harm other beings, and not to lie and things like that, you know, I mean, this religion is worthwhile, yeah. And for a lot of people, this is the religion, you know, I mean, they should trust until they come to Buddhism, until they understand, you know, that heaven is not the end stage, yeah, or hell is not the end stage, because in lots of religion, you know, yeah, I mean, as long as I understand Christianity and Muslim as well, you know, hell is eternity and heaven is eternity, but that is not true. But I don't understand too much about Muslim, but I think it's the same.
About Islam, no.
It's not eternity?
No, it's not eternity. You might spend some time in hell and then go to heaven.
Oh, then you go to heaven, yeah? But then heaven is eternity.
I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, no. In Buddhism, nothing is eternal except Nibbana. Oh, that would be nice, huh? Yeah. Just spend a few thousand years in hell, you know, and then go to heaven, and then rest there for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's a bad thing, you know. I mean, even the Lord of Creation, you know, He creates His world systems, you know. I mean, sooner or later He has come back as a human being, you know, and then He lives in His own creations, yeah. Just like we live in our own creations, yeah. Sometimes it's a mind creation, you know. Sometimes we are fooled by our creations of our mind. And sometimes it's a creation, you know, like we create, you know, I mean, these cars or these rockets and whatever, yeah. Or these skyscrapers, yeah. We live in our, you know, creation, and we think of ourselves, wow, how beautiful, or go with airplanes, you know. I mean, isn't it amazing, you know? And we are deluded about our own creation, okay? Yeah. Let's stop at this, yeah? If there are no more questions, let's go and practice, yeah?
One question.
Yeah?
Hate so strong and virulent, you even hate your own existence, your own consciousness.
Yeah?
All the way back to your ancestors.
Yeah?
And there is no way out, and you're
Yes.
trapped.
There is a way out.
What is the medicine?
First of all, to accept, yeah, to feel the hate. Yeah? I mean, what did the Lord Buddha say about hate? You know, when you see hate coming up, you know, you change. You know, he compared it. You go out of the way. Yeah. If you can't go out of the way, you look down. You don't look at it. Yeah. And then pass by. If you can't, you know, I mean that. What was the last? What was Alex? You know, you are good at the sutta. The last thing, you know, was you take the hate and you drown it, wasn't it, Alex?
You mean how to the four?
The 4 or 5, yeah.
The Sama Vayama.
Yeah.
Well, you can confront it.
Yeah.
You can beat it.
Yeah.
You can contemplate it. You can replace it with metta or mudita.
Yeah. That is a different one, yeah, but that is also good, yeah. Now, the moment you see it, it doesn't matter Hate can be directed towards oneself. Hate can be directed towards other things. Yeah? But before hate comes up, there's something. Yeah? So you look at it, when hate comes up, you feel the feeling of hate, and don't forget that you have your Buddha. Because any kind of thoughts, any kind of memories that can come up will be a fuel for your hate. So they will. This is like putting oil in the fire. Yeah. So you must, yeah, you must be able, to control your mind with the Buddha or with the Anapanasati. Yeah. When hate comes up, you feel it, you accept it, and then you go back to the Buddha. Yeah. You don't, yeah. And you have to be very careful that you don't let any other thought, yeah, and any other memory coming up, yeah. You have to instantly replace it, yeah, until you feel safe again, and then then you take it back a little bit, and then let it come up again, yeah, because we want to understand what is the root of this hate, yeah. If we don't accept it, if we hate the hate, this is not the way out, yeah. You have to accept it, yeah, and you have to see it, how it arises, yeah, and you have to see what is the seed beneath it, yeah. Okay. So then now we can stop really, yeah. Have a nice evening. Nice walking. Or sitting meditation.